Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 23 properties. So we're going all the way back from Friday because I pulled a Ferris Bueller and goofed off pretty much all day and watched Luke Cage, which is awesome, by the way. And let's talk about the homes in today's list. So first one, if you order them by price, up in that master list, we've got 1380 Costigan number 98, 399.9. This unit, like this layout, just sold for $452, highest sale ever in the building. It did have an extra 2 parking spaces plus the garage. Value those at roughly about maybe $10,000 each, maybe 15. So 20 to 30,000 difference, way up in the 450s. It still puts this one as being underlisted. We've talked about the benefits of this being good for someone who really doesn't need stairs because you've got a main floor master bedroom, then there's 2 more bedrooms downstairs, full bathroom on both floors, and so it is not a bad alternative. I think that this one has some legs long term as one of the only options besides a condo or besides a bungalow for someone who's downsizing. So there's your basement there. Total of about 1,400 square feet, but again, the value is a lot different for above grade versus below grade. So the way these are set up is that's the door, and then you've got this level plus the basement, and then second and third is the unit above. So you're a stacked townhouse. You're surrounded on 3 sides by other neighbors. So again, I predict this one's probably going up to the 420, 430 range. We've had a couple of the upper units that have gone in that range. And then, like I said, the 452 with the extra parking is what we're looking at for comparables. Now, it's really hard to find any townhouse these days, especially with a backyard for under $500,000. So this one on black is going to do well. Especially they're not a bad looking home. Like they've improved some of the light fixtures. The kitchen looks clean and tidy. The carpet looks original on the stairs. It's not it does cost money to fix stairs. It's probably, depending on how you do it, anywhere between $2,000 and $6,000 to do those stairs. And then you've got a builder finished basement that they've converted into a bit of a bedroom with a makeup area. It's good. Like this one for sure is going more than 500,000. So get ready for some competition. Now, most people have to decide these days between a home like this on Kingsley, bungalow, simple, or a townhouse like we just showed you. They kind of float in the same price range. Now, obviously, you're detached here. You've got a bigger lot. You have small closets. You're not very open concept. And, you know, you can look at the size here and say it's probably 900, 1,000 square feet. They're not huge places. It's got enough upgrades that I think you could live in it. It's clean. It's tidy. The bathroom's had some work done. There are some original elements there, but there's also been some improvements. And that's what you get in the backyard. And a lot of Kingsley Court backs onto a park too. I don't see anything in the description. Oh yeah, backing onto Treed Park. So that's nice too. So there's nobody staring at you from behind. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just really what your values are around a home. Long term, I like the potential of something like this a little bit more than a townhouse at an equivalent price point. Now this one on Cartwright looks really good, $550. It's a Bryant model. It's 1,235 square feet, and they've put a lot of work into this one. There's a custom tub up in the master. They've done a full custom mantle here. That's something that we don't see very often in this home either, is having the fireplace with the window above. Everything about this one is just ready to go. Even the wainscoting on the stairs, stuff that I bet you, even that bathroom renovation, it's amazing. So it's a shared ensuite. So you've got your master bedroom here, and then you've got your main hallway. But they put a lot of money into this home. And you figure a basic model is probably going for, with a finished basement, $520, $530. So at $550, with all the stuff that they've put into it, the basement with the extra bathroom. So now you've got a second full bathroom, the backyard. Could easily see this one going for more. And it's a nice quiet street too. Now I'm seeing Woodlawn tonight, $599. I'll report back about how it shows. We've got a detached home, 1.5 car garage which is a lot closer in value to a 1 than a 2. Once you hit 2, you're in a different league. We haven't seen a lot on Woodlawn. I would say the pictures definitely could be better. Anything from cleaning stuff off the fridge to their dark pictures. They're certainly not done by a professional photographer. So that matters. I mean, we've talked about the impact of that. In this price range, they've tested right across the board with the digital SLR camera versus not professional, not professional, and you're looking at easily $7,000 or $8,000 difference, and nice looking basement there. And then you've got your pool. I don't know how much grass you've got here. It looks like it's mostly interlock stone. So we just sold one on Rose Heath, well up into the 600s. This one has the advantage of the pool. Pools can tend to polarize people in the sense that if you don't want one, it's really not a good idea to buy a home like this. There's also people that really want one. And what's nice about this is that this is probably the lowest price point to buy a home with a pool in Milton. It's just, that's what it is. You could probably put one in on Kingsley Court, the bungalow, for $550. There's enough yard to do that, but then easily a pool is going to cost you $50,000, and then you're kind of in the same place here. So anyway, I like this one. Let's see how it looks in person. Starting price in Dorset Park right now is probably around $600,000. You've got a carport here, and you've got some decent finishes, and that equation adds up to this kind of price or more. 66 by 140 foot lot, and you're on a good part of Lawrence Scott's. Like, you're not backing onto any commercial or anything like that. It's just clean, tidy, simple, and it looks like you could almost pull through here. So if you had a boat or something like that, it might be a good way to put that into your backyard with that carport. And most people, I mean, I get the idea of storage in an enclosed garage, but for most people, they want a place where their car, they're not going to get snow all over it, and that accomplishes that goal. And you can always close it in later if you wanted to. All right, here we go. Coates, $629, all brick, and we've got about 2,000 square feet of living space. I think I found the perfect song for this home, so here we go.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. It's a rainbow, it's a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow in the sky. It's a rainbow, it's a rainbow, a beautiful rainbow in the sky. Red, orange, yellow.
Another one on Dorset, or in Dorset Park, 551 Woodward, 629.9. And you've got gas heating here. You've got a renovated kitchen. I like that backsplash too. It's a nice mix of styles, kind of traditional and modern, but I think it goes well. A bit of beadboard in the bathroom, renovated bath. Here's the thing about good photography. I noticed this too. I can tell our photographer right away, which is Virtual GTAs. You can see a lot of times the window is too bright in order to expose enough for the room, or you'll see the window fine, but then the room will be dark. That's just the way the camera kind of adjusts. Now, what they do is they highlight both, so it's more like what your eye sees. And it's a small thing, but once you notice it, you can really see where the good photos are. You can also, here's another thing that you can tell with good photos is, do you see how this area is lit up right here? A lot of photographers just use a flash on the camera, and so it lights up whatever the camera can see, but this would end up being a dark corner. These guys set up separate flashes for different areas, and it tends to light up, especially in an open concept home. You can see that more of the space lights up. And yeah, good presentation, good price. This one's going to do well. So this home on Maddox is a Glenwood model. We've seen sales at $850 and higher for this home. The one thing about the photos is they're very they're very kind of high contrast. And when you have floors that have a lot of red and orange and yellow, going back to the rainbow song, it's not always a great idea to overexpose those photos. You want to almost kind of turn the contrast down a bit. And I mean, that's a nice photo, but it's a little bit like, it's not what the human eye would see. So you got to be careful that you're actually realistic about how these places look. The other thing is that you've got a couple of different kinds of flooring upstairs, and it looks like laminate for the most part. And a really high gloss laminate is generally not a good idea. You're a lot safer to go with kind of a matte finish, usually with a little bit of texture as well. So if it shows well, I mean, this is a very popular elevation, that stone and stucco elevation on this home, 2572 square feet, and it's on a 46-foot lot, which we just don't find anymore. Those are the kind of things, like, I can replace flooring. The rest of it is like, it's there and it stays there. So I'd much rather have the things that go with the house than just having to rip up some floor, which is not a big deal. Now, we just saw one on Randall, $899, sold really fast on the weekend. This one's at $850. It's not quite the same level as that one. That I won't tell you what it sold for, because I already gave too much information on cost again. There's privacy laws, unfortunately. But yeah, this one, I would say there's certainly a $50,000 difference between this one and the one that sold. If you want the link to the sale on Randall, let me know. It's become, well, I shouldn't say it's become, it is one of those streets that people pay attention to, and there is a demand definitely to live in this area. Randall, Anderson, those kind of streets just between Cox and Thompson, classic Timberley stuff. I like this one on Lancaster. I remember when they bought this, they paid a lot of money for it. I think they've got the right price on it. It's about 2,800 square feet, and you've got lots of good finishes. All of this, it hinges obviously on how it shows in person. You can look at pictures and say, wow, that looks impressive. And then you show up and you say, well, it smells, or it's dirty or whatever else. That's the kind of stuff you just can't see it in pictures. You have to go check these homes out. And but it looks just as good as the last time that I saw it sell, which was just off the top of my head, I'm guessing maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago. And Lancaster's a nice street. There's a woodlot just down the road, great school district. And for what you're getting here, they priced it well. Now, remember that. Okay, so we have a 2,800 square foot home, well finished with a finished basement. This one on Yates. And my client bought this home years ago from basically like almost a brand new home for $350,000. The current owners selling were the ones who purchased off of him. They did put some work into this one, but $949. Now remember, 2,800 square feet for $929. With a finished basement. This one's 1,800 square feet. It's 1,000 square feet smaller for $20,000 more. Again, you want to root for everyone. You want to say nice things, but I would be very surprised if they got anywhere near this kind of price. I've seen this floor plan. Even nice ones are in the 7s kind of thing. So they're really fighting an uphill battle. And sometimes what people do is they say, hey, if I don't get it, that's fine. I don't need to sell. But for $900,000, and it's not even 2,000 square feet. It says 2,000 in the square footage, but it's not true. You don't count basement square footage there. Here's the other thing. No shots of the backyard, and there's no shots of the basement. I don't know. I don't see it happening. So there's the list. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We got a buyer class coming up on October 15th. You can find out more at miltonbuyerclass.com. And there's a nice one. One of the last ones in the list is on 14th Side Road, but we've had a long episode anyway. So let's take it out with some Rainbow Song, and we'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink.